Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about module number 1, that is Introduction to Power System Protection. So here we are going to discuss about a topic called as effects of faults. So let us discuss about that effects of faults, because we know that different kinds of faults are there, like symmetrical faults, asymmetrical faults. Symmetrical faults are simply called as three-phase faults. The three-phase faults are again involve along with ground or without involving to the ground. And asymmetrical faults are like LG fault, double L fault, double LG fault, triple L fault, triple LG fault, open circuit faults, short circuit faults, open winding faults. So these are called as various faults. But once a fault has been takes place, it may be open circuit fault. For suppose, in case of an open circuit condition, the current flowing through the system is 0. Then the voltage across the open circuit condition, that should be infinity, but current is 0. So if you look about in depth about the concept of open circuit faults does not cause any dangerous effect to the load, but if anyone touches that conductors which are open circuited, it may cause to danger, even to death case also. So that's why there should be a different effect based upon the type of the fault. So for suppose, if we discuss about the short circuit faults, once a short circuit happens, a high current will flow through the conductor, because wherever the high current will flow through the conductor, there the amount of resistance is very less. So due to that, the current is very high. If this dangerous current will meet that any one of the load or particular system, that system or that element or that load may get damaged due to the flowing of high current. That element or that system, that equipment does not have that much amount of bearing capability, it does not have that much amount of resistance to withstand about that currents. Simply it may get damaged due to the flow of that high current or high short circuit current. Therefore, the most dangerous type of the fault is called as a short circuit fault, because it may have the following effects on a power system if it remains uncleared. If you are not going to clear that short circuit fault, then there should be a chance to get the damage of the equipment. So let us discuss about that. First of all, a heavy short circuit current. A heavy short circuit current may cause damage to equipment, but also other element of the system. Damage is not only happen to that faulty element, but also there is a chance to damage to other element of the system due to the overheating and high mechanical force which set up by the heavy current. Overheating, because when current is very high, automatically it causes to get ambient temperature, then overheating takes place. With that overheating, that equipment and remaining equipments which are very close to that fault equipment, that may get damaged due to that fire or overheating. And also that there is a chance to get a damage because of the setup of high mechanical forces, because once the current is very high, automatically the mechanical output power which is coming out from one motor, it should be very high. With that mechanical force, there is a chance to get the damage of the motors. Next one, arcs associated with short circuits. The arcs associated with short circuits, it may cause fire hazards, because arc is nothing but movement of an electron from one end to another end when it is short circuited. So by that time, due to the presence of that arc, fire will happen. Such fires resulting from arcing may destroy the faulty element of the system, because the faulty element of the system may destroy because of the increasing of fire. When fire will increase, automatically it may cause to get an ambient temperature. It does not have that much amount of bearing capability to bear that temperature. Simply that equipment may get damaged as by increasing that temperature. There is also a possibility of the fire spreading to other parts of the system if the fault is not isolated quickly. As we know that very clear, whenever there exists that any fire in any one of the system, automatically that fire will spread to the other parts of the system. That's why we have to isolate very quickly. So to isolate that faulty element of the system and healthy element of the system, definitely it required a proper protective schemes, individual manner or in a group manner, as to isolate the faulty element of the system and a healthy section of the system, as to save the cost of the device. Next, there may be reduction in the supply voltage of the healthy feeders, resulting in the loss of industrial loads. For suppose if any short circuit has been takes place, then voltage becomes near to zero and current is infinity. During this interval, if there is any manufacturing process which has been takes place in any industrial load, there exists that a manufacturing defect. The manufacturing defect caused due to that short circuit problems, because under short circuit condition the voltage is very less. With that voltage it doesn't perform well according to the process of that industry. So that's why there is a loss of industrial load due to the short circuit or due to that reduction in the supply voltage. Short circuits may cause the unbalancing of supply voltages and currents and thereby heating that rotating of the machines. As we know that very clear, if a short circuit happen, automatically the supply voltage becomes zero. For suppose if one of the phase supply voltage becomes zero in a three-phase system, hence the system can become as an unbalanced system. It causes to operate or it tries to get more amount of current because of that low voltage. It tries to draw that more amount of current that causes to heat of the rotating of the machines, thereby there is a cause for getting the damage. There may be loss in the system stability, not only for individual generators in the power station when it loses the synchronism, because in case of a power system or power station, there are a group of generators which are generated a power which is directly transmitted with help of suitable transformers and a transmission system. So if one problem takes place on one generator, definitely there is a problem of with frequency. There should be a frequency matching devices before we are going to transmit that supply voltage when a group of generators has been working. So that's why we lose synchronism when a group of generators which are working at one place, like any one power stations, if any one fault happened to that one generator. So loss of stability and interconnected systems may also result. Subsystems may maintain supply of their individual zones, but also load shedding would have to be restored in the subsystem which has receiving power from the other substation before the occurrence of the fault. So definitely if one fault has been takes place, there we can lose that system stability. Again, if you want to improve the system stability, it depends upon the load shedding problem and subsystem and the subsystem controlling. There are many things which has been taken into account as to overcome that loss of system stability when one fault takes place to that a group of generators, especially in one power station. So the above faults may cause an interruption of supply to consumers. If any short circuit happen, there should be an interruption, thereby causing of loss of revenue, because we are breaking that contracts between that stations and the load or industries. So we need to accommodate a high grade, high speed, reliable protective devices which are an essential requirement for the power system to minimize the effects of faults and other abnormalities or abnormal conditions or abnormal situations. Then only we are going to increasing that real power transfer capability, we are increasing that system stability, and we are increasing that revenue and we can increase that power contracts the cost of 1 watt of power per unit charge. So the unit charge will increase, that means the revenue will increase when we are going to provide a good quality of electrical power supply. A quality of electrical power supply may depends upon the continuity of electrical power supply and the rated voltage. So definitely proper protective devices or proper protection system is needed for every line, either in individual manner or a group of manner, as to provide that continuity of electrical power supply. Thank you.